Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about the house of Alexandria Fragrances. Stay tuned to FM. Alexandria Fragrances are based in California and they do two things. They make their own original creations and they also have what they call inspired expressions, which are fragrances that are very similar to much more expensive designer and niche fragrances. Hani from Alexandria Fragrances has very kindly contacted me and asked if he could send me some fragrances to try. So I just want to say that all the opinions I'm about to give are completely my own. So Alexandria do something pretty similar to Dua Fragrances in that they make their own and they also have inspired expressions of more expensive fragrances. Today I have 4 fragrances from Alexandria to test for you, 2 original creations and 2 inspired expressions. So let's start with the original creations. The first one is Alexandria Signature. This one came in a full bottle to me, which I'm very grateful for. This is a lovely sweet gourmand. So really sweet, but it has citrus notes in there to balance it out. It's a really versatile scent. It could be worn through the day or in the evening as a date scent, any occasion really. Really wearable. Reminds me of lemon meringue pie in a really good way. So if you like sweet fragrances and you like citrus, then this one could be a winner for you. I know that I really liked it. So that's Alexandria Signature. The next original creation I have is Egyptian King. So this one has florals in there. It has rose, Cleopatra rose, it has sandalwood, amber, warm spices. So there's a certain sweetness to it, but there's some sharper notes in there as well. It's quite a regal scent, quite a sophisticated, classy scent. I would say this one would work well more in a formal situation. This one didn't quite project off my skin as much as the Alexandria Signature. It worked quite well, but out of all the fragrances I tested, this one projected the least on me, but that just might be my skin. Nice fragrance, but it didn't project quite as well as some of the other ones for me. So let's move on to the inspired expressions. The first one I have is called No Apologies, and this is based on Nasomatto's Pardon. And it's very close, really close to Pardon. If I'm being picky, the florals perhaps aren't quite as prominent in the opening. They're still there, but not quite as prominent as the original Pardon. But as it says on the website, if you really enjoy Pardon, then you will definitely enjoy No Apologies at a much cheaper cost. On the website, most of their fragrances seem to be around $40. So with shipping to the UK, you're probably looking at paying somewhere in the region of £45–50 perhaps. Hani has, however, informed me that they are hoping to start shipping from the UK. So if you reside in the UK and you're interested in these fragrances, it's great news because you'll be able to get them even cheaper. The next inspired expression is Arabian Horse. This is based on Parfums de Mali's Herod, and all of Parfums de Mali's fragrances are named after horses. Again, this is really close to Herod, but in my opinion, I prefer it. There's a note in the opening to Herod that doesn't quite sit right with me. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's just in the opening, not too bad on the dry down, but it just means that it's not my favourite tobacco. There are other tobacco fragrances that I would prefer to go to over Herod, including Arabian Horse. So I found this a little smoother in the opening and more to my liking, and on the dry down it smells really nice. So Arabian Horse is a really nice fragrance, in my opinion, beating the original Herod. So I really enjoyed all the fragrances from Alexandria that I've tried. If you like sweet gourmands, you will love the Alexandria Signature. For a classy, sophisticated scent, Egyptian King would work really well. The Arabian Horse is a great copy of Herod, but in my opinion even better. And No Apologies is a really nice copy of Nasomatto's Pardon. Out of all of those, the No Apologies was my favourite. Pardon is just a mastery of perfumery, and No Apologies is high quality blending. In fact, all the fragrances, the blending is really high quality. They don't smell cheap, even though they are much cheaper than the originals. So from what I've smelt so far, I could highly recommend Alexandria Fragrances. Really well worth going on their website and having a look what they have to offer. I mentioned they were quite similar to Dua in terms of their prices and how they operate, although I think their prices are a little bit cheaper than Dua. And the other thing that Alexandria do is they ship their bottles in these boxes. It's a fairly basic box, but it has their logo on the front, and it has a nice snug place in there for the bottle to sit. Maybe that doesn't matter to some people, but it is nice to receive your fragrances in a box as opposed to bubble wrap. So 3 houses that essentially clone other more expensive fragrances are Perfume Parlour, Alexandria and Dua. I've tried offerings from all the houses. I've used a lot from Perfume Parlour. Perfume Parlour to me are the no frills fragrance experience. They come in stock bottles with stock labels. They do the job. They arrive in bubble wrap, but you get really high quality scents. Alexandria, you're getting a nice bottle from a nice website in a box. Dua seem to be putting their money into their website. Their website's really nice, and the labels on their bottles, even though they are stock bottles, the labels and the caps that they're using are pretty attractive. So each of those 3 houses has different strengths and weaknesses, and it just depends on what you're after. But in terms of the scents themselves, I could recommend using any of them. All 3 of these houses offers a slightly different buying experience. Alexandria seems to sit somewhere in between the cheaper Perfume Parlour and the slightly more expensive Dua fragrances. So it really just depends on what you want out of your buying experience. If you've tried any of the Alexandria scents, let me know whether they're original creations or if they're inspired expressions. How close to the originals do you think they are? So leave some comments down below. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to click the little bell icon so you can be informed every time I upload a new video. And until next time, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.